Hey everyone, this is ZachBradFan13, and today I'm going to be showing you the 2008 AT-AP Walker. I just rebuilt this set from, it's 2008, it was destroyed in 2009, and this year I decided to rebuild it. And I finished up the paneling, like in June, but I never really got around to finishing it, and then the paneling was in this cardboard box for a while, and you know how that goes. It got destroyed, and I had to rebuild it all. But I did end up finally finishing it. I started and the main part, and I finished it in only 4 days. So I think that was pretty good. If you think about rebuilding a set, I've rebuilt Home 1, and it took me 6 months. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter took me like 3 days, so this is kind of in between. I'd say closer to Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. But I'll tell the pieces and stuff in a second. I'll go ahead and show you the figure first. You get 2 Shock Troopers, that's it. And these are just the average Phase 2 clones. Instead of green or yellow, they're red though. And unfortunately, it's the black head and no visor, like always. Even the newest ones don't fix that, so they really do need to kind of figure out a way to put visors on these Phase 2 clones. That would make it so much better. Nice back printing. The helmet is still nice though. And there are 2 types of Shock Troopers. One of them in the Battle Pack, a clone Battle Pack in 2008 or 7, I think 7. It has black leg, or a black leg piece, like leg attachment piece, or however you say that. But then this one it's white, so the whole leg is white. Okay. So that's the only figure you get. And I'll go ahead and tell you the information. Of course, I'm using the Lego book because that's got like all the sets from 2009 back, so that's really nice. Set number is the year is 2008. Pieces, 392 pieces, so close to Darth Vader's or so. And then the set number is 7671. You probably noticed that I'm using this white background like I did with the big sets. I'm going to be using that from now on. It just gives me more room to show the set instead of that desk, because it's pretty small. So yeah, let me get the figure out of the way, and the set. First thing is this huge artillery turret in the front here, and it's pretty big, like massive. And on top, you have a smaller turret, and it spins all the way around, and it goes up and down. So that can rotate. And then, for some reason, you have a steering wheel. And I expected Star Wars to have better controls than just steering wheels to control their huge turrets. But, too bad. So, yeah. You get these cool printed open circle symbols from Star Wars. And you notice the blue. That's actually because I could not find a gray. I found orange and blue and all kinds of weird, strange colors that you'd never find, but no gray, surprisingly. I only found 1 gray for the other side. 1. And this blue one's from the AAT, but again, I've taken that apart, or my brother took that one apart. It was originally his, and surprisingly, he gave his Legos to me, and he's younger. So instead of a hand-me-down Legos, it's hand-me-up. Kind of weird, but yeah, he took it apart, so I have it now. These panels, I'll go ahead and start, they each open up like this, and you can see into the cockpit. And then, if you want, you can actually open the panels a different way. I'll show you that when I open it up. So this whole top comes up and folds all the way back, so you can get in there pretty easily. And I'll go ahead and show you the inside now. So, kind of spacious. You can fit 2 figures on this side, 1 in the chair and 1 way back here. But if you took out that chair and the guns right here, you probably could fit like 4. And then right here you've got a little hook, and if you lift up this panel, you can open it up. I'm not gonna, because its hinges are really stiff, so it breaks easily. And then you have like the reactor right here, which is cool. And again on the other side, you can open it up. More printed bricks right here. That's pretty cool. You also have an anti-infantry turret on the bottom, so it doesn't move at all. You have to rotate the whole ship just to move it, but that's still cool. And then this panel, it moves just a little bit. It is on hinges inside there, but the way it's positioned in between these paneling, it just didn't move that much. All the way back here in the back, you've got, well, let me close this up. So it just simply closes like that. Alright, and then you can lock it in place right there, it looks like. These panels also move on hinges right there, and there's usually printed vent pieces. For some reason they're missing, and I mentioned on the Millennium Falcon review way over there, if you can see it next to the Venator, they had stickered bricks that were vents, and I said that I had them in printed brick. Apparently I do not anymore. I don't know what happened to them, but they disappeared. But this is proof that I had the set at one point. I did have that piece. So, yeah. Now onto the legs, I guess. Because the legs are really interesting. If you don't already have the set, then you're not expecting... If you have the set, you probably know what I'm about to show you, but if you don't have the set, this is pretty neat. You've got two legs. And... each one has joints on the top. Uh-oh. And then this piece, for some reason, it rotates. And then it's only hooked on by one stud, so it's not that sturdy. So you can kind of move it all over the place. But yeah. So each one can move like that. But when you're firing this huge turret in the front here, you're going to need some stability, because that thing will pack a punch and probably knock you over. So what they do is they extend a support leg, and that gives it the stability. And actually, it does kind of stabilize the set pretty good. It won't fall forward or anything. And it has hinges on the top, and the foot actually can move. So it can be positioned pretty much any way you want. Fold it all the way up, and then the way it attaches on the bottom is you've actually got studs right here, and the studs, instead of being on the top, they're on the bottom, and you just fold the leg right back like that, and you've got it folded up. And then you do notice I have black right here. It's supposed to be dark gray, but I had a hard time finding the dark gray, so they were all used on the outside legs. To get a good look at a normal leg, this is an absolute perfect leg. Nothing is different about this side. This side is the perfect side. If you turn it around, there are a few mistakes. Like even the cabin inside, the control panel, I forgot to show you. I'll have to reopen it real fast. As you see, this does open up like that. That was the hinge I was talking about. It's kind of stiff. You do have controls right there. It's not the same control. It disappeared again, but too bad. So when you're closing it, you have to kind of pinch it so it doesn't break, lock it into place, close it up. Alright, I think I've covered most of it. So, yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and show you now. If you have the ATST from, like, let's just move this back. If you have the ATST from the Battle of Endor, you know this will be a good size comparison. Let's just put this piece back on. And actually, when I first got the set in 2008, when I was kind of little back then, and I thought this was that, and then I didn't realize it's way thinner, way taller. This one is way taller and thicker. The legs are way bigger. This one doesn't even have weapons on the top. But there are some similarities. Two legs that are visible at this moment. It does have weapons on the front, here and right here. They just are different. This one has weapons on the sides, but this one has them on the top. And then the tops do open pretty much the same. Get it open. See? So you can kind of see how Alright guys, as I was saying, you can kind of see that they're similar in ways, and the hinges on the legs, they both can move, like, you know, but these actually, they can't move independently. If you move one back, the other one goes forward. You can do anything with these legs, move them forward, backwards, and the other one will just stay in place. So, differences, similarities, I kind of got confused, so, you know. But I am glad that I do have this set, finally, after it was destroyed. ATST can be moved now. So, yeah. Let me get the last figure. Right back here. Yep, so that's the set. Thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.